5 a.m. It's the 16th. Today's Mocha's birthday. Happy birthday to Mocha. Some of you know who Mocha is. Some of you don't. Either way is good. Um, Here we go. I want to bring up my desktop real quick. Just better able to see. I hope everyone's having a good morning. Hey, Max. Max says good morning. Morning to you, my friend. Hope your day is off to a good start. My back is doing better. Still slightly tweaky. The weird thing and the amazing thing is the left side, which I injured in 1990, training for a powerlifting competition, and it's been bothering me for a year. I think I might have told the story of doing something absolutely ridiculous and re-injuring it. It's feeling better, much better. Like almost not an issue at all. My right side, which never really gives me trouble, after last week introducing kettlebell clean and jerk back into my training mix, has been sore, but not like injured sore, but like just a deep, I haven't done this in a long time type of soreness, but it's getting better. The more I do the kettlebells, the better it seems to feel. So who knows? Just keep doing what I do. All right. 1 second, guys. I want to bring up the live stream on my desktop. I've talked before about my own intuitive approach right now to A Course in Miracles. That through the years, it's been all kinds of different ways. That I picked it up at the beginning in the text and read all the way through. That I went to the workbook and started the lessons 1 and all the way through. Sometimes I would take an intuitive approach to that as well, just opening it up. Whichever lesson for the day called to me, I would work with that. This time around, this was sparked by the political season, by my having a YouTube small presence. Let's see. The Romancos Waves. Hello, my friend. Maddie as well says, hi, Eric. Hey, Maddie, how are you? We get another wave from the Romancos. Anyway, I never know where I'm going to be at in A Course in Miracles. As far as the text is concerned, I like it that way. It's a lot of fun diving in and letting it be a mystery, unfolding each morning to what is perfect for me to rediscover. It's all a path of rediscovery. It has to be a path of rediscovery. Let's see. Hugh Chong says, sup, King? What's up, my friend? How are you? The reason why it has to be a path of rediscovery is because you are already that. You are that in which you seek. You are the end result. You are the beginning, the Alpha and the Omega. There is nothing for you to discover that you don't already know, because it's your essence. Let's see. Matters World said, how are you? I'm good, my friend. How are you? Hu Chong says, are you good at doing any impressions? I am excellent at doing impressions, and so are you. Right now, I am doing an impression of Eric. I am the entire universe doing an impression of a character figure called Eric. I'm doing an impression of an ego. I am doing the impression of a body. I'm doing the impression of a finite, singular identity, when in actuality, I am an infinite being of absolute unconditional love. How is that for an impression? I'm doing the impression of someone who is small and vulnerable, when in fact, I am the invulnerability of beingness itself. That's pretty amazing. Guess what? You're doing the same exact impression right now. So, let me get into the Course in Miracles. Maddie's watch says, I like your glasses. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is from the textbook. It's from chapter 12. And it is the title, The Holy Spirit's Curriculum. Holy Spirit is our intermediary from God, from heaven. Heaven being a shift of mindset. Just to shift a mindset away. This is a message that in the New Testament, Jesus kept pointing at over and over again. The kingdom of heaven is within. And we heard that wonderful news, and what did we do? We looked up. Where? I don't see it. And then some well-meaning figure of authority came along and said, well, you won't get there unless you will listen to me, unless you obey me, unless you go to this building once a week, and I'll tell you what to do. You don't need any authority to look within. The kingdom of heaven is within, given explicit directions. Tat tavam ase, Sanskrit. You are that. Already. The path is so easy. Tat tavam ase, you are that. You don't need to do anything. Just need to remember. This is the end point of the path, right here. Let's see. Hey, Easy, how are you? William Reveal says, hi, Mr. Clean. Hello, my friend, how are you? Max says, morning, Easy. Easy says, Max, my man. Maddie says, Eric, do you know, having a hard time seeing that. Give me a second. Do you know what tamales is a Mexican, it's a Mexican food, but I can't recall what it is right now. So, all right, guys. From A Course in Miracles. Chapter 12, the Holy Spirit's curriculum, the judgment of the Holy Spirit. There is no judgment in the Holy Spirit. There is only the judgment of the ego. Holy Spirit doesn't judge. But here's the words for the day. There is but one interpretation of motivation that makes any sense. One. There is but one interpretation of motivation, what motivates us, moment by moment by moment, that makes any sense. And because it is the Holy Spirit's judgment, that's it. It requires no effort at all on your part. No effort at all. You don't have to do anything. Surrender. Let go. Relax. Here's the message. This is the judgment of the Holy Spirit. The only judgment that truly is. The only free will that truly is deciding this. Every loving thought is true. Everything else is an appeal for healing and help, regardless of the form it takes. Can anyone be justified in responding with anger to a brother's plea for help? I'm always amazed that I can dive in anywhere in the text, and read one sentence, and it contains the entire essence of a 700 and some page text. One sentence. Here's actually, what, three sentences? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. Sorry, 5 sentences here containing the essence of the Course. I'm going to read that again. But Maddie wants to know, do you have any pets? I have 2 cats, 2 adopted cats. Got from a shelter 2 years ago. They were sisters, bonded. I don't know how they ended up in the shelter, because they're great cats. But the lady at the shelter was talking to Mocha. It's Mocha's birthday today, by the way. If you can wish her a happy birthday. And told her they were afraid that no one would want them, or someone might want one and not the other, and that they were sisters, they were bonded. So as soon as I heard that, I thought, all right, got to bring them home, which Mocha did. So now I got 2 cats. My dog, my last dog, I had 2. One passed away in 2018, one in 2019. I have not been able to get a dog yet. And now with the cats, I'm afraid to introduce a dog that it might, the older senior cats. Hey Stella, Stella, my friend, how are you? It is 10 a.m. for me. It is 5:11 for me. Let's see, I have one dog and two cats. Nice. Now, Mocha has a dog. And as I see Mocha all the time, she comes over with Misty. Misty is a Pomsky. Pomsky is a Pomeranian Husky mix. Wonderful dog. Bodhisattva, which is a Tibetan Buddhist expression of one who refuses nirvana, ultimate awakening, in order to keep coming back to teach everyone how to love. And Misty is the most loving presence I've ever been in. She loves everything and everyone. Every once in a while, she's suspicious of someone, but she's willing to give them a chance. So, every loving thought is true. Every single loving thought that you have is true. Only love is real. Going back to the beginning of A Course in Miracles, the introduction, the very beginning. Only love is real. Nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. If you just remembered that, would be enough. Every loving thought you have is true. Every loving thought that someone else has is true. There's only one thought, and it is a thought of love. It's a thought of who we are, and it is appearing right now in the mind of God. No separation. And yet, as an ego, we are suffering separation anxiety. And it causes us to be fearful and judgmental, and we project that out into the world. So, everything that is an unloving thought, any thought that you are having that seems an unloving thought, isn't true. It's not a representation of reality itself. It is just and only a cry, a plea for help and healing. Every unloving thought that someone presents you, regardless of the form it takes. It could be the form of a slightly unkind comment on a YouTube live stream. It could be a neighbor stealing your parking space. It could be someone cutting you off in traffic. It could be whatever loving thought, unloving thought. Anything that is not a loving thought is not true. It is simply and only an appeal for help and healing. And as the Course says, can anyone be justified in responding with anger to a brother's plea for help? No. However, I'm going to let you guys off the hook. Maddie says, my dog is named Short, and my cats are named Boots and Boots, let's see. Camilo. Nice. My cats are named Black Cat and the other Black Cat, and don't ask me which is which. Global says, good morning. Good morning, my friend. How are you? Quick visit. I appreciate that, Global. Global says, everyone, double tap screen if you're not already. Thank you for that, my friend. Hey, are you guys connected with our friend Follow Me Global? He's got a fun channel. Really great shorts. Really funny shorts. So, we hear this. We read this. Can anyone be justified in responding with anger to a brother's plea of help? And if it's not a loving thought, then it is a plea for help. Hey, Signature. Signature says, greetings, my friends. And thumbs up. I appreciate that. Let's see. Global says, have a nice day, everyone. Thank you, Global. You have a good day, too. Much appreciate you stopping by. If you are having a thought of anger towards someone, let it go. If you are unable to let that thought go, let the thought that you're unable to let that thought go, let go. Continuously. How do you let go? You forgive. How do you forgive? Simply say to yourself, love is the light in which I forgive. Love is the light in which I forgive. Remember, you're not forgiving the person, including you. You are not forgiving the event, no matter what it is, you're not forgiving it. You are going deep within and forgiving the illusion that there's anything but love. You're forgiving the illusion that there's anything but love. So when we get caught up in anger, don't get angry with yourself thinking, well, I messed up. I screwed up my practice. Here I am angry. That is the practice. That's it. Smile. I'm angry. Right now I'm angry. I'm not. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. I don't have anything to be angry about. Now come on back about 10:30. Who knows? I have no idea. That is the practice. Messing up and remembering. Messing up and remembering. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break because you are absolute love, forgetting that you are absolute love. You've forgotten. If you forget, do you get mad when you forget, I don't know, your car keys, your wallet? It's not simple. It's not that big of a deal. It is not that big of a deal. Just remember. However long it takes you to remember. There's not a time limit. Guys, you're not on a schedule. Awakening happens now. And guess what? It is always now. So everything's an opportunity. Everything is an opportunity to be kind, to heal, to love, no matter what. And you can't mess it up. You can't say, man, I missed that opportunity, because now you have another opportunity. Love yourself through the fact that you forgot that there was an opportunity. Everything's an opportunity. All right. Fella says, I'm off. Back later, brother. Thank you, Global. Easy says, is the workbook taking the text and encompassing them into 365 lessons? I guess I'm a bit confused what the lessons are in the actual text or not. They're not. The lessons are separate, but they contain the essence of the text. The text is sort of everything you need to know, everything you need to remember, and the workbook is how to practice what's in the text. Does that make sense? Here's my here's the advice for Course in Miracles. Relax. You can't do it wrong. However you approach it now is exactly how you need to approach it now. And don't make it into that big of a deal. Do one workbook lesson a day, just one. Feel free to mess it up because it'll show up in another form later. And read a paragraph or more of the text a day, or a sentence a day. But you'll find that it sort of flows. Don't try to understand it. It's never going to work on an intellectual level. The intellect is a wonderful tool. It belongs to the ego. You're going to understand it on a heart level. So just read it and relax, surrender to the experience. You can't mess it up. It's impossible. Max says, recently, Maddie says, sent hi signature. Thank you, Maddie. I want to bring up our friend Maddie real quick. If I'm able to. I might not be able to. All right. Speaking of messing up, Max, I just hit the wrong button, and now I lost the big screen. So I got to squint at the phone. Hi, Sabine. Good morning. Hey, William. Um, Max says, oh, all right, I'm back. Hey, Skits. Well, all kinds of people showed up. I recently messed up. I actually caught myself before I acted. I thought, this isn't an action that aligns with what I'd like to represent, which is essentially trying to glorify God always. Perfect. That's how we do it. I'm going into the text. I got it. I got the course up on my big screen, but I'm going to the text right now. Chapter 30 has rules for decisions, and it begins with, today, we can say this every morning, today I will make no decisions by myself. Meaning, every decision that we make is in accordance with God, the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit is who we are. The Holy Spirit is our mindset, our voice that we've forgotten because it's a quiet voice. Herman Melville said, silence is the only voice of God. So we always expect God to reply in this big booming God voice in a burning bush saying, thou shalt whatever. It's a quiet voice, a subtle voice. It's a voice that we need to listen to, but we forget because the ego is that big booming voice that says, hey, this is what you're going to do, and you're going to do it immediately, and don't care if it's the right decision or the wrong decision. It's what I want you to do right now. But we learn not to listen to the Holy Spirit, we learn not to listen to the ego, as Max just described. So anyway, there's a process of decision making outlined in the course. I like the beginning. I like the whole thing, but the beginning. Simply, I will make no decisions on my own, and the ending is, perhaps there is another way to look at this. What can I lose by asking? There's another way. Perhaps easy. The sacred shrug. Whatever happens, we shrug and we say, perhaps there's another way of looking at this. That's it. What if there's another way of looking at this? What if anger isn't justified? What if being upset with myself for messing up, there's another way of looking at it? That it's an opportunity right now. That the messing up itself is the opportunity. And Max just showed that. Let's see. Hey, Sniper, how are you? Sniper says, Grand Rising, Derek's in chat. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well, Sniper. Sweet says, good morning, all. Friends in the chat. Good morning, our friend Sabine. Skits, slow and good morning to you all. Hope you all have a positive day. Much love, everyone. Much love to you, Skits. Uksha says, hi there. Here's a question. Does forgiving mean you keep hanging around a person if you don't want to? If you don't want to because they done you wrong and you still forgive them? No, it does not. However, what it does say is that you look past the illusion that they done you wrong. Because, as the Course says that we just read today, every loving thought is true. Anything else is simply a cry, an appeal for help and healing. So the illusion is someone did something to you, especially in this moment in which you are free of anything that ever occurred in the past. Everything. How can someone do you wrong when right now you are free, you are unconditional love, and you are this present moment? In this present moment, has anything other been done to you? Has anything ever been done to you? That is not a thought. For you to realize someone did something to you, you have to have the thought. Without the presence of that thought, you're absolutely free. You're liberated. And if the thought occurs, you realize it is a thought of the past. It's not the present moment. And you let it go. However, never exclude yourself from that love. And sometimes the best gift of love that you can give to that other person, as well as yourself, is distance. You don't need to put yourself in harm's way. Forgive, and you learn the lesson that that person was offering you. And you let them go with love, and you go about your life. You are never imprisoned by anything. You are never imprisoned by a mindset, someone else's or your own. Sometimes the best we can do to someone, for someone, is let them go with a smile. We don't have to offer words. We don't have to explain ourselves. We just smile and we continue with our life. And our life is always an expression of love. Hey, Timo. Optimize says, good to read that you feel better. Signature. Yep, a friend's signature was not feeling well. Signature says, thanks God, I'm feeling better. Yeah, you were really under the weather for a bit, weren't you, my friend? So, Bookshare, I hope that helps. Bookshare says, hi to Signature. All right. Bookshare says, hi to Sabine. I'm going to catch up here in the chat. Apologize for falling behind. Timo says, hello and good morning. Bookshare Signature. Eric, Skits, Squirrel, Sniper, and the whole chat. Thank you, Timo. Maddie says, Eric, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? Strawberry. Close with vanilla. Put them together, man, you got the perfect world. If you remind me in the afternoon, I will talk about the 4 ways of manifesting strawberry ice cream. Bookshare says, Sabine, I think Eric will see my question. Sorry it took me so long. I apologize. Tima says, good to read that you're feeling better. Signature. Let's get say Bookshare. Good morning. How's it going? Bookshare sends love to Optimum. Sabine says, Bookshare, I hope so. I apologize. I'm sorry, guys. Timo says, Bookshare, I have motivated a camera. I will make a nice video about autumn. I hope it will be good. I hope it will be good. Timo, it makes me smile to hear Timo say, I hope it will be good, because Timo is such a modest person. It's going to be good. You know what? Scratch that. It is not going to be good. It is going to be great. Let me scratch that again. It is going to be awesome. Do you know why? Because Timo is an artist. He's an artist. Timo is motivated by the love of what he's doing. The love of the scenery, the love of Sabine, the love of Bax, the love of editing, every bit of it. And that love shows through every single video that he does and makes it absolutely astonishing. It's a work of art. All of it. So, I hate to contradict my friend Timo when he says, I hope it will be good. But I gotta contradict him. It is going to be awesome, without a doubt. Timo says, Bookshare, about your question. I am 51 years old. I forgive 2 people, but I will never hang around them again. I have 3 sisters, and we don't speak together. So that's the essence of forgiveness is never about the other person. It doesn't condone. It doesn't say, I accept your behavior. It's seeing past the behavior, seeing that every single unloving thought is a cry for help. Sometimes the best help that we can offer in this moment is letting it be, especially if we realize that right now, in the position that we are in, we can't be in that situation and still be love. Maybe we're not at that point. Maybe we are. It doesn't matter. Listen to your own guidance system. The guidance system is always love, and it always steers you in the right direction. If a time comes in your life and you realize, I'm ready to step back in here, then do so. But maybe it won't happen that way. Sometimes the best thing is you can send love from a distance and let the situation unfold how it does. Never put yourself in a place where you have to be vulnerable. when I use the term vulnerable here, it's not saying that you're not open. What I'm saying is never forget your essence is in vulnerability itself. It's unconditional love. It's simply that, unconditional, meaning you cannot be harmed, you cannot be touched, you cannot be affected by anything outside of love, because anything outside of love is an illusion. Booksha says, Team of loves, thanks. And hi, Mads. God bless everyone. God bless you, my friend. Duolingo, did I pronounce that right? Probably not. Hey, big up Boris, my friend, how are you? Hi, Eric. I was watching your channel last night with my partner, Global. I just want to say we love your channel and listen to you. Big up Boris. Thank you so much, my friend. You guys are some of my favorites. Absolutely love watching your shorts. Skid says, I will book you as long as you are too. Optimop says, yes, Eric, we cannot have only friends in our life. That's what I learned. And today again, my door is always open, but I don't make the first step. Understandable. You know what? Wherever we find where we are is where we are. We never need to make a big deal of it. We never have to think, am I doing the right thing? Stay open to love's presence and you will be guided to do the right thing. Right now, the right thing is distance, space, sending love through that distance, but keeping ourselves in a position of wherever, whatever the moment calls for. As we stay open to love's presence, which is our true identity, that might change. It might not. No need to project in the future. Maddie says, Eric, I've been in too much stress. I'm sorry, my friend. There's ways to deal with stress. Breath, breathing, nice and easy breathing. Notice how you breathe when you are stressful, and then change that pattern. When we're stressed, we have a tendency to breathe through the mouth, high up in the chest, tense shoulders, jaw, neck. And simply relax, change your breath, breathe through the nose, exhale through the nose. Let the belly rise and fall, and watch how that stress melts away. Booksha said, hey Eric, I just subscribed to you. Thank you, Booksha, my friend. I'm going to bring up your channel as well. And subscribe back, my friend. Let's see. Big up Boris says, you have great words, Eric. I hope you're well. Love everyone. Such a nice channel for everyone to come together. Thank you, Boris, my friend. I appreciate you saying that. I should emphasize that it's a practice for me, that I mess up. It's all a practice. The practice is easier because I've been doing it forever. At a certain point in my life, I thought, you know what? I'm tired of messing up and being unforgiving at myself for messing up. I'd rather mess up and then forgive myself for messing up. It's much easier. It's much easier. I'd rather love myself. I would rather love myself through every situation than find myself hating or disliking other people and then hating and disliking myself for hating and disliking other people. The practice of forgiveness means including ourselves. The practice of love means including ourselves. Tima says, I did have in the past enough first steps, but it comes the time you have to let people or family go. Letting go is an important thing to know when we're at that point. the best thing we can do is let go. Still send love, but we let go. Letting go sometimes means we're loving ourselves. We are not putting ourselves at the expense of another because there are no others. You are every bit as much of a priority as anyone else because there isn't anyone else. Maybe the best thing Timo can do right now is to love himself through the hurt that happened that has caused that family issue. The best thing Timo can do is to love himself. And when he does that, the situation changes. Who knows how it will change? We can't predict. We just let it happen. Let's see. Timo says, Skits Bax has his hug, and he will get many more today. Send him one for me too. And for Mocha, and for Misty. Signature says, please take care of stress. Absolutely. Speed says, thank you, Skits. Big hug from Bax and from Timo and myself to you. Signature says, when I feel stressed, I walk on the seaside and Forest Park. Nature heals. Nature is a meditation in and of itself. The fractal patterns, meaning the innate design in every aspect of nature, our eyes recognize without us even knowing and puts us in an alpha brainwave state, which is the light state of meditation. It is a state where we are inspired and creativity comes from. All we got to do is walk in nature. If you add nasal breathing as you walk, very gentle, you don't have to force it. Just remind yourself, breathing in, breathing out, and let it go. Now you've turned it into a very profound and simple and easy meditation practice. Don't have to do anything else. If you wanted to add something to it, occasionally put in the thought of love. I love where I am. I love what I'm doing. I love my steps. See what happens. Books says, thanks, I wish I met you earlier, but everything happens a good time. It does happen a good time. Always happy to, anytime, reach out. Always happy to talk. I should say, I don't have answers, but I think when two people come together for the sole purpose of healing, I think we discover the answers. Course in Miracles calls it the holy instant. When two people come together in order to heal is the holy instant. And the holy instant is the only moment that we have, but now it's recognized. And it's a spark for the entire world to heal, for the universe to heal. So just spending time with Bookja means that we have actually created a healing instant for the entire universe to step into. Let's see, Skit says, glad to hear it's time, brother Bax. Have a walk, have a great family. You and Sabine, give him all the love he needs, and so does wonderful community. Absolutely. So Signature, thank you for putting it out there. Walking in nature. Matt says, yeah. Big Up Boris says, I enjoy the beach. We have lovely beaches where I am, and the woods is a good escape from stress. It is, absolutely. And we don't have to do anything. We just have to be. All right. Woods Mixed Blog gives us a wave. Says, hello, host connected. Thank you, my friend. Max says, blessings to all. Have a great day, everyone. Max says, have a great walk, Eric. Thank you. That's what I'm off to do now, guys. It is almost 5:40. I'm going to take my walk. Speaking of nature, I'm going to spend my time in nature. The hours between about an hour to an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes before sunrise, an hour after. In the yogic tradition, it's called Brahma Muhurtai, the hours of God, holy hour. This is when it's the easiest to step into our full expression as love. This is when the great Sufi poet Rumi said, ask for what you wish for. The doors between the two worlds are at its thinnest. It's open. Step through. Ask for what you wish for. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and be in nature. Let's see. Wood says, hello. Hello, my friend. Max says, namaste to all. Boksha says, Sabine and Timo, I hope you find a way to free your heart from the pain, and forgive is a great start. Forgiveness is the great start. It's the present moment, and it is the end result as well, and it's all happening right now. It's all happening right now. Remember the last line, I repeated this before. The one holy true thing that one can say about the past is that it's not here. It's not here. It's just a thought. The thought isn't the thing, it's a representation of the thing. We forgive that thought. We let it go. Finding ourselves in the present moment. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. There it is. Automob says, have a great walk, Eric. Thank you, Timo. Guys, I'm heading outside. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And I'll see everyone later. Namaste, my friends. Sabine says, thank you, Eric. Thank you. I appreciate you guys joining me. Take care, guys.